Hey guys, how's it going? Just coming to with another video here. Now, I tried to do this before, not too long ago, but I was just like, and just, this is take two. So let's try this again. Um, Now this video here is basically giving me all of my first impressions of first episode of Dino Charge. Power Rangers Dino, excuse me. Power Rangers Dino Charge. Excuse me, by the way. And now this channel is not meant to be a strictly tokusatsu uh, channel, but I talk about it though. Um, well, I'm just gonna give off my first impressions of it because I said I would in the last video. So yeah, let's get started here. Now, Power Rangers Dino Charge. First impressions. What do I think? Not bad. Good start, I guess. Now I know they released the episode on Nick.com about a week or so before it was actually supposed to premiere. And it premiered on February 7th, which just happened yesterday in my time zone because it just hit 2 o'clock here in my time zone. And as of now, it's February 8th. But February so February 7th was yesterday here where I'm at. So people saw it, and based on what I've observed, it received a great deal of critical acclaim. People liked it, and so I guess I'd like to go into a little bit of detail, as best I possibly can, about what I think of it. For starters, theme song. I like it. I really do like it. It's a huge step up from Samurai and Megaforce. You listen to Samurai and Megaforce and then you listen to Dino Charge, yeah. Although I'm sure there have been one or two people bitching, OMG, Samurai and Megaforce had the lyrics, stanza Rangers together, something forever. You put the word and that's relative to the series. Samurai had uh, um, Rangers together, Samurai forever, or something like that. And then with Megaforce, it was Rangers together, Megaforce all together. So basically they create the stanza that's relative to the series. Now they used, if you listen to Dino Charge, they'll say something like, people who bitched about it, like, OMG, they use those stanzas again. Come on, it's just like Zio. What, get over yourselves. I mean, if you listen to Mighty Morphin and you listen to Zio, and then you do Samurai and Megaforce and then Dino Charge, they basically did what they did with Zio. So, what's the problem? Why is it okay for Zio to do it, but not for Dino Charge? Got me, I guess. Now, characters. It did a pretty good setup with the premise. The character knows the Keeper comes down to Earth and during the Age of the Dinosaurs and saying like, hey, here are these inner gems, and I've chosen y'all, these dinosaurs. I've chosen these dinosaurs to help me out in this whole thing. And of course, each gem goes to that of the relative to the. Well, if you watch Kyoryuger, and you'll know which dinosaurs are which, and you'll know what color they all are. So each dino gem goes to the respective dinosaur. Inner gem, I should say, if I didn't say it. Yeah. That corresponds to that, at least that's when it's relative to Kyoryuger. Well, if you watched Kyoryuger, or Dino Charge, you should know what I'm talking about, or if not, you can just look online and just, find out the information for yourself if I'm not being descriptive enough. So, yeah. And then uh, and then of course the villains try to come out um and go after the keeper. And the shit hits the fan before it comes to current day. And then they set up at least 4 of the Power Rangers. Let's see, who are they? So far we've got Tyler, the Red Ranger, Chase, the Black Ranger, Coda, the Blue Ranger, Riley, the Green Ranger, and Shelby, the Pink Ranger. First time in Power Rangers we've never had a Yellow Ranger. Because given how the color scheme Kyoryuger had, they of course so they're gonna bring the colors over here. Unless of course PR gets creative and puts in a yellow, but given Kyoryuger's color scheme, that's probably not gonna happen, but who knows, it's too early to tell. But I wouldn't hold my breath on it. So, but we meet at least 4 of them. We meet Tyler, Chase, Coda, and Shelby. Riley does not appear in this episode. We also meet I'm guessing is the well, she's at least the scientist of the group. We don't know if she's meant to be the mentor because if you watch Kyoryuger, there's Dr. Olshade who briefly took the mantle as Kyoryu Violet before he passed down those powers to his granddaughter, Yoi. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched Kyoryuger. So, excuse me. So they might be going for that. So far we've met Kendall, who's likely to become a female Kyoryu Violet. So yeah. She was introduced in the same episode, so people have praised it for this premiere for the good acting, and I would say that not bad so far. I guess I at least haven't heard any complaints about the acting yet so far. Although given how both Samurai and Megaforce have had their weakest links, Samurai being blue and then Megaforce being red, just we'll see what happens. And as far as the Power Rangers themselves, so far, Red and Pink are the only ones to be seen morphing. It was just kind of neat because it's like it wasn't like one of those times where just you give the morpher and say, "Here, have a morph," and then all of a sudden they just out of nowhere know how to morph. Either Red and Pink are like, "Hey, what's going on? What's this? What's up?" And then like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "OMG, cool, we're Power Rangers." It's like they made it kind of real, not just that, and and they didn't just know right off the bat how to morph and how to use their morpher. It was like, huh? And their reactions were genuine. Because it was just like, what the fuck? What's going on? So, yeah. I'll give it a point for that. And of course, the character of Coda, the Blue Ranger, they say he's supposed to be like a caveman and everything. Well, so far we just say, oh yeah, they established that they already know who he is. But so far, we don't know him yet. So far, because the episode was mostly centered around Red and Pink. Now, Red, not Red. Well, I think they're going to stretch the characters out a little bit. Oh, we're going to get to know this character next, or just maybe not so much the characters. They're stretching the story out a little bit, not just cramming it into one big thing, right? So, yeah, it's probably a step up for that. We don't. It's probably a good idea that they're doing that. It's, um, kind of like with, say, like for example, like what RPM did. It just kind of set the premise and they kind of stretched it out a little bit, like because they had a few episodes of how the first few Power Rangers got their powers, and they kind of added their own episodes of where we got to know what their life was like before becoming Power Rangers. So I imagine they're gonna do something like that. We'll see how we'll see what happens. Um, like I said, Riley the Green Ranger has not showed up yet, so we don't know him. Now Tyler the Red Ranger. I did a Geigo from Kyoru Red. Part of the major plot point for Kyoryuger was, his relationship with his dad. And now Tyler, Dino Charge Red, he establishes that he's looking for his dad. On paper, you might think, oh my, OMG, they're pulling Daigo on us, but I wouldn't go that far. We haven't. They're just right now setting the stage for West, And plus, when I think about it, it didn't make me think so much of Daigo with his dad. It made me think of Ryan Steele from VR Troopers, because major thing with that show, VR Troopers, was another Saban show that came out during the height of MMPR and all. One of the MMPR's sister shows. He was always looking for his dad, missing his dad and all that. If you've watched VR Troopers, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I didn't think so much of Daigo. I thought more of like Lion Steel. So, but I hope they don't pull Daigo on us. But that's another thing too, is that this episode did not have any Sentai footage at all. So that's probably a good thing. And so yeah. So I guess for the most part, hopefully I might have to give it a thumbs up for trying to do something. And Judd Lin, who's known for being a very good writer with Power Rangers. One of the writers, Jonathan Zakor, not very popular. And Judd Lin actually, to my understanding, actually cares about the franchise. So props to him. So I don't know if he had anything to do with the theme song, but if he did, yeah, man. And let's put it this way: Judd Lin must have done something right, to make this episode as critically acclaimed as it was. So if you haven't seen the episode yet, go check it out. And whether it be on TV, if you can, or maybe on nick.com, just however you find a way to watch the episode. If I think you should watch it, yeah, I'd say so. And then, yeah. So I guess for those who watched the episode, what do you think? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Tell me your thoughts. And I guess with me, if I'm not being descriptive enough in what I'm talking about, I think the best thing to do is just go watch the episode for yourself and then get your own assumption. Especially if you've been keeping up with the Neo Saban era up to this point. Speaking of which, too, I still do intend on reviewing Super Mega Force as a whole, and maybe the Neo Saban era up to this point. So you can look forward to those videos. And when I do Super Mega Force, I might use my friend Samuel Spate. Wrote wrote a couple blogs on how he feels about Mega Force. I might use those as a crutch to help me along, and just so yeah. So I guess that's all I have to say, really. And just all that said, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.